up, everybody? Happy fucking Wednesday. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is Christy Unleashed, and I'm your host, Christy Miller, and this is your weekly dose of trashing the shit out of Hollywood. Yes, queen. Yes. Shade, bitch. All right. This week, I have a very special guest in the studio joining me for the Shade Fest of Hollywood. She's so fucking funny. I love her so much. She's one of the funniest girls I know. You can go to her website, shaunalane.com, and check out all the up-and-coming dates and what she's been into. But this Friday, she is doing a Friday Funny Bish Fest, bitch. It's a stand-up comedy show. It's on Zoom. And it's for all the proceeds are going to cancer research because my bitch Shauna is a queen and is a breast cancer survivor. So I want to introduce Shauna Lane.
What's up, everybody? Thanks, Christy Miller, for having me. Yeah, I'm a cancer survivor. So far, I'm just kidding. Oh my God. I was thinking that earlier in my kitchen. I was like, I'm a survivor. And I was like, bitch, you could drop dead right now from a heart attack. Don't get so fucking confident about your little life that you got going on.
Cancer would be so pissed if a heart attack took you out.
Right. Oh my God. You know, we got to remain humble. We got to remain humble, or at least I do. Yes.
Well, do we really though?
I don't know. It's such a fine line, right? Like, you need to be confident, but you need to remain humble, and
you need to go fuck yourself, and then you need to keep, it's great. Oh, I miss you, girl.
I missed you too. Thank you for having me. It was so fun to have something to do today. So fucking psyched.
No, yeah. I'm so glad you're available because,
I'm only available. That's it. I'm so available.
I'm so available that I can't even swipe on myself.
Yeah. I'm not available like that.
Oh, really? Are you though?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, and again, don't be too confident. Who knows?
You know what? The night is young.
Yeah.
And we're not. Hey.
That's some real shade.
Yeah. I'm a fag, with the fans. I can't. Like, I'm just such a drag queen.
I wish I knew. I have a good fan back there, but I can't get to it because the screen's in the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I should have told you. Do you want to grab it?
No, because I would have to crawl under there and it would take a hot minute. Yeah.
It's not the first time she's been on all fours, people.
I have to be on all fours and then do one of those things and like scoot
like
on
a belly crawl, like you're in the army, like you're in basic
Yeah.
training. It's great.
Yeah. And then right now I have a sweater tied around my waist backwards and I don't want to upset that whole thing I got going on.
That's so hot.
It's so hot.
Speaking of hot, go ahead.
That might be what would make my guy leave me. He hates this fucking sweater. He hates it. He's like, every time he hit it on me, I was like, where's my fucking sweater?
He's like,
anyway,
it's burned.
Yeah.
So you're like, that's okay. I have 3 more in storage.
I just ordered like 5 online.
Fuck you. Oh, speaking of fucking piece of shit sweaters that need to be burned, do you want to get this show started?
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. All right, darlings, it's time to pour the Celebra tea.
Ooh, and I have some tea.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. I always have funny cups. So mine says, are you in a bad mood? Yes, no. Bitch, I might be.
Oh, I need that one.
Oh, yeah.
I need another one that says most likely. Yeah.
Depends. All right. Speaking of fucking What the hell? The big news. Mia Farrow recalls finding nude photos of Soon Yi Previn at Woody Allen's home.
Whoa. Yeah.
That documentary, darling. That documentary. I don't know. Woody Allen, like, and they all excuse this motherfucker.
Yeah, well, but aren't people stopping excusing him? Like people are not. I think people have begun to get quiet about the whole thing. Like all the actors are like, oh, it's kind of a lot of evidence mounting against him. I mean, except they're still together.
But the evidence, he married the evidence, you fucking assholes.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But they're still together. Where'd you go? Oh.
I laugh off camera.
They're still together. That part confuses me, that they're still together. Like, if he's a pedophile, wouldn't he not be interested in
just one?
No, that she's 50 now. She's like way past
her prime.
I mean, she's way past being, I'm sure, attractive to a pedophile.
Well,
right?
He's 85, so maybe that's all he can get. Maybe, the kids are turning him down. Maybe he's online and the kids are swiping left.
Right.
I just want to say, Mia Farrow, you dodged a bullet. Listen, honey, you got out. You're free, girl. We love you. You're free. Let your daughter put up with that shit. She got a hand-me-down from mom.
She did.
She did. Mom's like, okay, I test drove him. You can have him now. It's like your sweater.
Yeah. I should send it to Soon Yi and be like, if you wear this, he'll let you go. Be free, Soon Yi. Wear the sweater and let it take you somewhere else.
Soon Yi will be free.
Right.
I just love my fan. It just fits. It's like a good sound effect.
Yeah, it's good.
Anyway, speaking of fucking rapists that are old and washed up, Gerard Dipardieu.
Yeah.
Gerard Dipardieu.
Yeah.
This dude is reportedly charged with a rape back in 2018 at his apartment for an audition for a film that he had with an actress. And she mentioned it back then, but after 9 months, they dropped the case because there wasn't enough evidence. How much evidence was dropped and how much cash was involved out of Gerard Dipardieu's pocket? You know what I mean? Did you pay him off to say there's no evidence? Is this an OJ thing? Take the evidence off the fucking property so you can't convict?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Right? And now it's being brought up again. So something happened, but this dude, like anybody thinks this dude is anything, first he fucking flees France to move to Russia because he didn't like the way France taxed their millionaires.
Well, that's upsetting for him, I'm sure. Yeah.
Sounds like some other people we know in this country.
Yeah. I don't like the way I'm being taxed. Yeah.
I don't like the fact that I have $3 billion and I have to pay taxes. And then I only have $2.5 billion. How am I going to live?
Yeah, what am I gonna? You know what I was gonna do with that $500 million? I was gonna do so much good stuff, but now I'm not. I'm moving to another country.
I was gonna buy a Soon Yi and marry it. That's this dude moved out of the country because he didn't want to pay taxes, so he became a Russian citizen. Then he was on a plane in 2011, and because the crew refused to let him use the bathroom, probably because they were landing or something, so he got up and pissed in the aisle in front of them.
Ooh, I don't remember that.
He's stable. You know what I mean? What is wrong? This dude is not.
It feels a lot more like an old guy would actually do something like that than be able to actually rape a girl, because he is not young. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying, like, him peeing because he couldn't hold it long enough for a plane to land sounds a lot more like what old dudes
believable.
do.
You kind of excuse that. Oh, he's old. He didn't have his defense. It's great. But the fact that this was only 3 years ago, he's 75, 76 years old. So how viral are you at 73? Like, yes. What are you taking? Blue pill, purple pill?
Oh, that's probably what he did. He probably took a blue pill and a purple pill and got to it and was like, oh.
I want you to Gerard Dipardieu my dick.
I have a short window of erection time, so we're gonna have to get right to it. I don't have time to build a relationship with you.
Well, think about Pepe Le Pew. He was a rapist.
Oh, he kind of was.
Kind of was, He was like forcing stuff on the cat, and she's like, no, and he's like holding her down and trying to stick it in her. Hey, maybe he just was influenced by his idol, Pepe Le Pew. They rhyme. Depardieu, Le Pew. They both stink, sweetie. I don't know.
You both suck.
You're both disgusting. You both rape women and cats.
Yeah, I don't hate you. I hate you.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Speaking of dumb fucking naked bitches who think they're being raped, but they're not, Bella Thorne. Disney actress turned porn star Bella Thorne. She's the one that had the OnlyFans account and made like $1 million in 24 hours, but then didn't deliver on the promise, and then almost bankrupted OnlyFans and all the porn stars that depend on it couldn't get paid because she didn't want to show her pussy. Well, now she's coming out with female directors have made me uncomfortable, quote unquote, in nude scenes.
Right, and then she directs herself with the chick's ass in her face.
Yeah, and grabbing her tits.
I was like, what? Are you sure you feel uncomfortable? Because you look like you feel really, really comfortable, actually.
She put the erect in director. Okay, so
oh my God, so much shade. I feel like I'm not like being a feminist right now, but by saying what I just said about her, but I did find it a little ridiculous.
No, you're not. It's not that you're not being a feminist, because a feminist knows who she is. It's not about putting men down or shitting on other demographics and like, I'm better than you. Being a feminist is knowing your power as a woman and not taking shit from people.
Okay, bitch.
Oh, I feel like Norma Ray right now. Okay.
Oh, union.
That's what they're doing at Amazon. Okay.
Right.
But this bitch is like half naked. She goes, it's okay if I write it in. And if it's in the script, it's okay. But don't tell me to take off my shirt when it's in the script. I know it's in the script. Like, bitch, she is so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, make up your mind. Either you're going to show your tits or not. I'll pay $1. Here's $1, bitch. Just shut. I'll pay you $2 to shut up.
Okay, and I just want it to be said, for about $10, I'll get naked. So no problem.
For 50 cents, I will.
Oh my God.
Because I'm a cheap bitch, sweetie.
I used to years ago try and get extra work, and I kept submitting myself for Orange is the New Black for the naked shower scenes. Yeah. And every time I'd be like, yes, I'll do it. And I never got booked. And I was like, who doesn't get booked for a fucking extra role where you say you'll get naked for $100 in a cold ass shower scene? And I would never book the part.
I've done that for a lot less. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, I've done it for free. I mean, but I had a drinking problem back then, which is
I do it for free sober.
Right.
Anyone that'll look, take it. Because right now through this pandemic, I don't feel comfortable having anybody see me naked. What I've been through.
What do you mean?
Just, having the gyms closed for 6 months and then coming back, and then I got COVID in January, And
What?
that really, yeah, I was very sick in January. I didn't tell anybody. I just tell my friends or anybody I talk to. But
I
yeah, I
didn't
got
know
COVID.
that.
Yeah, no one, I'm not that person that goes, hey, everybody, thoughts and prayers. I'm on Facebook. I have COVID. Feel sorry for, like my thing, make me feel popular. And then everybody you don't
Oh.
know or don't give a fuck about are the ones that call you, blow up your phone and annoy the shit out of you. I just don't have the patience.
Oh yeah, of course. It's
I
never the
was too
people you
sick to
want.
fucking deal with people. I was way too sick. But I'm
Right.
fine now.
All
You
right.
know?
I mean, you look amazing. I can't. I mean, you were in such good shape that I can't imagine that your body lost. Well, maybe it did. I don't know.
From sitting at a computer all day, it lost.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
So, but I'm gaining back and I'm getting back to myself again.
Yeah. Me
So,
too.
yes, yes.
Shoulder pad.
80s shoulder pads and button up. I like it. It's very
Mhm.
sassy.
Yes. Yes. Rocking my way into grandmahood.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
At least you lived.
I
All right.
live.
speaking of other dumb bitches and crazy girls, Rose McGowan.
Ooh, yeah.
She is now a permanent resident of Mexico.
Bye, Rose. See you later. Have a good time in Mexico.
Don't do anything with the donkey that I would. But she is like kicking back and she's eating like cannabis wax all day. She was doing an interview and she's just like taking all this like 10 dabs of cannabis wax and she's just like hanging out and talking about
What does that mean anyway? Like a dab? Does that mean like on your tongue you're like eating the wax or like
probably
on your skin? Okay.
who knows? I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not good at that stuff. I
I'm
just
not
figured
good.
it was a dab.
Yeah, I know, dab. I'm not good at being a drug addict, so I don't know.
I don't know. I can lift things, but I just can't inhale them. but so she's like hanging out talking to this host of the show that she got interviewed with and she's like talking about crazy, it's all conspiracy theories. They get high, they get fucked up, they get left behind, they get shit on, and then the conspiracy theories come out because everybody wants to make an excuse for why they fell out of the system. And she was like, I don't identify as a woman. It's a system of thought that needs to be rebuked. I don't come from a system where we value face and body. And then she said that there were no mirrors when she grew up for the first 10 years of her life. Now, mind you, she grew up in the same commune, Children of God, that River Phoenix was raised in. So let's cut to Joaquin and ask him how stable he is. But it's like, you know what? Go to Mexico. You know what? You went through shit with the Me Too movement. You fucking stood up for us. You told your story. And now you just got the fuck out and just go live off of your Heathers and your, what was the magic show with her and
Charmed.
Charmed. Go live off that money and just enjoy your life.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound so bad if you have enough money to go live in Mexico and get high all the time. That doesn't sound so bad.
But now she's planning to take down the government. So, some good cannabis wax. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, it was my experience as someone who smoked a lot of weed that I came up with some really good plans and I had a hard time executing any of them. Like, not a one. I mean, I couldn't even, I mean, sometimes I was like, I'm going to write thank you cards to everybody. And then 4 years later, I'd be like, did I ever write those thank you cards? I don't think I wrote those thank you cards. Oh, yeah. I mean, so.
Yeah, you feel her.
I feel her. I do. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, Rose McGowan, but you might
think about it. You might want to sleep on it. Sleep on that.
Sleep on it. And maybe at least don't dab the weed for like one day and see if you can follow through on your plan, your outline for your plan.
Take your lunch off. Don't dab at lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Maybe a little for dinner as a dessert, but just don't dab during the day. No day dabbing. Okay,
No
that's
day
great.
dab. You can dab in the AM and in the PM, but try not to do it in the during the day. Yeah.
And the damn.
Damn.
Oh God. So enjoy your life in Mexico, ho. Bye. Now we really need to build that wall.
But whoa, shit! No, she didn't.
Oh, she did too, honey.
Wait,
Oh, here we go. God. Speaking of fucking idiots, there's outrage over makeup artist that was fired from Amy Poehler's project in a race row.
Yeah, I did read that. It wasn't clear to me what exactly happened or why she was fired.
She was singing. There was a song she was singing, like a rap song, and she was singing along to it. Then when it got to the part where it said the N-word, somebody got offended, and she's biracial. And it's a song, and she was singing, and it was a song requested by the person that she was doing the makeup on.
Oh.
And she was singing along to it. Then when she said that word, they got offended and had her fired. And then the makeup artist union or whatever they call it found no wrongdoing. And it's like,
good.
And my thing is, when is this going to stop? Like, this is like this whole cancel culture, this whole, pick and choose everything. It's not just all or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there was a song, a black person singing a rap song, and you're white and got offended. Are you serious right now?
I mean, but do we know that the person was white that got offended? Oh.
So, because everybody has to be on a soapbox because people just love to be offended by shit. They can't just go case by case basis and go, oh, they weren't intent. That has nothing to do with me. That doesn't bother, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like our next story, Gina Carano, who's gonna fight tooth and nail to come back after getting fired from The Mandalorian. Well, this bitch deserves it because that's consequence. If you're singing and you're rapping with a song and you're having a good time and somebody gets offended by that, that person has, you got to check yourself because it's not, you know what I mean?
Right.
She wasn't trying to hurt anybody. She's singing a song and having a good time doing her job. There's no malicious intent there. Now, Gina Carano is crazy and she works for Disney. And she was the one that came out and said, being a Republican is just like being a Jew in the Holocaust. We're being persecuted and attacked.
Okay, that is not okay.
Right?
I'm gonna take a stand. I like to remain whatever
neutral?
It is. Neutral, but that one, I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, that is like, that's not okay. That's not okay. It's not
That's not okay. The girl singing the song at work with her friend that she's doing makeup on is fine. You know what I mean? She's not on Twitter blasting all these crazy conspiracies and all this crazy shit. Like, I just don't know when the line is going to be drawn. Like, it shouldn't be cancel culture. It should be consequence culture. If you don't want her singing the words of the song, then don't play the song. Don't request the song to be played and have a good time until that word comes up. You can't let every fucking word offend you.
Right.
Situations.
I have to say, as a white person though, and when I'm singing alone in my car and that word comes up, I don't sing it.
That's okay.
I don't sing it. Yeah. I mean,
that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I sing it. So
right, but you also that is your thing that you push all the way back. Oh my God. Remember that show that we did? Oh my God. And that lady said she was offended by what the host said. She was like,
Dante.
Oh my God, I love him so much.
Oh, he's so delicious. So for those of you out there, Shauna and I did a show in the Bronx at City Island. at this Irish bar. It was the first time they were doing shows. They were starting them once a month. And a friend of ours, Dante Plush, is a young comic, black, gay, school teacher, adorable. Could
Sweet,
not be
funny.
nicer and funnier and just the most kind soul you ever met. So he books me to headline. Shauna's hosting. So, you know, me and Shauna are going to have a good time. And Dante goes up and he's talking about his experience and his dating life on Grindr and meeting guys from the Bronx versus meeting guys in Manhattan. It was really funny bit. And some lady got offended by his gay material and caused a whole stink. Now, meanwhile, we're sitting there and Shauna and I, because she's complaining to the owner, and then Dante had to go back up on stage because he felt so bad and say, I just want to apologize if anybody was offended by what I did. And I'm like grabbing the table, trying not to break it in half with my hands. Shauna goes, I can't wait. So you go up. This is going to be hilarious. I said, bring it, bitch, because I'll fucking rip this bitch to shreds. She says one fucking thing. So I go up, I did a half hour, had a great time.
But you opened with like, if you think I give a fuck what you think, fuck you and your fucking homophobic whatever.
Oh, and the lady was a big lesbian too.
Funny. And I said after you got done, I got back up and I was like, I mean, if Christy didn't push all the way back on that shit, my mind would have been like,
oh yeah, I opened just going in on her and the whole crowd went nuts. Because she
so
fucking,
funny.
Yeah, because she'd never been to that place before. No one knew who she was. It's like some straggler coming in off the street to talk shit because somebody.
I mean, it may be if he wasn't gay and if his material was offensive or whatever. First of all, it was funny, which to me is the only thing that fucking matters.
Doesn't matter if it's offensive. Funny is funny. Funny is funny, and there's when someone has ill intent with their jokes when they're just saying it to be mean because they're assholes, and when you're just saying it just to be funny. Yeah, and it's all about intent. And Dante is telling his story, his experience, his truth, and you're offended by his life, bitch. Fuck you. And that's why I fucking went off on her when I went on stage.
Right, and it was very funny. And he did say that he said sorry because he wanted to. He did it from a place of power.
Because he's so kind and would never hurt a fly. Yeah, I would have said, fuck you, bitch, leave then, because I wouldn't have apologized because I'm an asshole.
Right, and you push all the
boundaries. Yeah,
and go all the way back.
Yeah, some people just want to be offended by shit, and then some people are just crazy and need to be fucking fired. Like if you're like Gina, you're representing Disney, Star Wars, all this, shit, and you're going to go on there and spout conspiracy theories and compare Republican treatment to the Holocaust. First of all, that's the biggest no-no in Hollywood. You do not say the H word. Ever, unless you say, oh my God, the Holocaust is the most traumatic thing in the world. Yes. And
the end.
That's all you're allowed to say. But you risked your job.
Well, and who works for her that they weren't like, bitch, take that down. You can't fucking say that.
Shit, but they were talking to her before that. That was the last straw. She'd put stuff up before that they talked to say they questioned her, like, watch it. And she just kept going. So it's like, you know what? You keep going at your job. 3 strikes, you're out. You get fired. Sorry.
And I mean, do you not get to express yourself enough as a working actor on a paid show? You don't get to express yourself enough that you also have to express some fucking crazy shit in your head on Twitter. Write it in your fucking journal like everybody else.
That's the problem with social media. It's everybody's inside voice in print. You write it out, you're done. Like it's your inside voice. Read people's statuses, read people's tweets. And sometimes like you should have kept that to yourself.
Right. And actually I have that happen every once in a while with the Facebook memories when they come up, and it'll be something from 12 years ago when I was still drinking, and I'm like, oh my God, who was I talking to? Why did I say that? Like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah. Delete.
And I just want to be clear when I said write it in your journal like everybody else. I just mean your inside voice. I don't mean that it's okay to ever say anything about the Holocaust. Although, what are you gonna do? I mean, obviously she's out of her fucking mind.
No, she's crazy. And she deserved it. So another one who's about to get thrown out on his ass, Andre Leon Talley. you know, Vogue's Miss Vogue, you know, the queen of Vogue magazine, you know, and Fashion Week, Miss Fashion,
Yeah.
Leandre
Yeah.
Leon. I live. She is fighting. She fights eviction from mansion he says he owns. Okay,
Mm.
if you're getting evicted from a house that you say you own, but you're getting evicted legally, chances are you don't own it. You don't own it.
I
That's
don't think that's how eviction works.
I don't think that's not right.
I
But
mean, unless what is it called when you don't pay your mortgage and then the bank takes it back? Is it
yeah,
also an eviction?
yeah, it's repossessed.
Repossessed. Okay, right. An eviction only happens to renters,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banks don't evict you, they repossess your house.
Yeah.
Like you could still stay in that spot. They're taking the house and leaving. You know, the
Yeah.
house will be put up on a truck and driven away.
Oh.
And you could still sit in that spot. But eviction, the
Oh.
house stays, you got to go. They put your ass on a truck and haul you away.
Yeah.
You know, with as big as that little, as big as his house dresses are that he wears, he could just live in there comfortably. It's like a 2-bedroom apartment under that thing, honey. So he says he owns this mansion, and it's actually owned by the CEO of Manolo Blahnik and his husband. And they've been
Mm.
friends with Andre for like 400 years.
Oh, how
Yeah. And he
awkward.
hasn't paid, he's $500,000 behind in rent. I don't think to know how much
Whoa.
this rent is. If it's 500,000, is it like a
Ooh,
year's worth? Is it, because if he's
ooh.
lived there long, he's lived in this house for what, 20, 25 years, something like that. And oh, I love how they put the address on the article. New York Post is so shady. They said at the historic 11-room colonial home and with sumptuous gardens at 75 Worthington Road. Everybody look it up.
Where is that? That's not in the city though,
No,
right?
it's up in like Westchester somewhere.
Oh.
And
Oh.
so he yeah, so he's behind in rent and now he says he owns the house. Okay.
Well, yeah, you might want to figure out your finances a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I know nobody's been working, but girl,
Yeah.
don't you have like an Acorns account you've saved?
Rainy day fund.
Right?
I mean, do you have some money in savings in like the Cayman Islands or something you
Right?
could
Do you have
cash in on?
do you use the Digit app?
Oh my God, do you have by any chance stock
Bitcoin?
or stock in Vogue? Can you cash in on some
Right?
Vogue
Can you sell some of
stock?
those Manolo Blahniks that you got for free and like, you know,
Yeah.
like on Etsy or something?
Yeah. Oh, you should have. Yeah, you should have some Etsy.
Oh, God, that's fucking hilarious. Poor, I love Andre Leon Talley. I love him. He's such a bitchy diva. And you know me, I love bitchy gay men. I really
Yeah.
do. Like
Yeah.
I can't get enough of them. And it's just hysterical. And I don't know. Anyway, so speaking of black guys getting thrown out of shit, Tiger Woods.
Oh my God, I'm so. I feel so. Ah, see, you go in. Meanwhile, I'm like, is he okay?
Please, that car didn't roll by itself. That ex-wife of his that beat his car last time and drove him to a pole, she probably pushed it off a cliff.
She probably did. She probably popped out and like.
Tried to some James Bond shit and like drove by her and had the little things come out of the tires and fucking push
Yeah.
him up. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know it's her. You know
Yeah,
it's her. She did this. I live for her.
Yeah, she was not fucking around.
Nope.
You have to admit that was pretty it's pretty badass that she
Yeah,
was
pretty.
like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna beat your fucking
goes,
cheating ass.
Yep. You think you've seen the last of me? She did the Joker. Wait till you get a load of me.
Ah,
And just rolled his ass off the cliff.
to say, as someone who used to drink and drug, though, I do feel bad because this does smack of something. I mean, a little like. I think when you get in an accident by yourself and roll your car over, it's not such a great sign for your sobriety. I'm guessing. I'm guessing.
No, it's
I'm
like,
guessing.
what were you, Kevin Hart? You know what I mean?
I mean, and what the fuck was he doing? I mean,
Why don't
to
you just say,
roll.
yeah, he has no one in the car to blame. He can't say, oh, I was in the back seat and somebody else was driving my car. I'm like, Tiger, how many people do you see in this car with you right now all by yourself? Like,
Oh,
oh.
well, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, that was a hole in one. Anyway.
Ah, wouldn't that be funny if they got him out and he was like, "Did I win? Did I get it? Did it right? I got it."
That would be amazing. He's like, where's my green blazer? I won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crushed
Oh, yeah.
it. Woo! Crushed it, bro.
I love skiing. Yeah. What?
Birdie.
Yeah. Birdie.
Oh God, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Speaking of someone who should be rolled over in a car off a cliff, the Real Housewives of New Jersey's very own Teresa Giudice is terrified she's going to be axed from the show. Oh, I mean,
I feel so bad for her.
I know, it hurts.
My heart hurts for her. It's hard being a housewife and an asshole at the same time.
Well, not on TV. It's not. It's very easy.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So, according to Page Six, they've discovered that Teresa invented a rumor that one of her castmates' husbands had cheated, and it was Jackie's Goldschneider's husband, Evan, that she accused of straying. And she's created this story, so it's like, it's, they get really petty on these shows because it's ratings.
Yeah.
Like, she said a rumor that Jackie's husband's straying. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's not true, who cares, right? But no,
Yeah.
Real Housewives, they like the drama and the petty. The petty makes ratings.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Jackie clapped back.
Yeah.
At Teresa for saying that and said, "What if I told you I saw your daughter, Gianna, doing cocaine in the bathroom?"
Ooh.
So now she brought the kids in and attached drugs to it. That's more believable that Giudice would do drugs than cheat on the other one. And it's like, come on, dude. Like, first of all, who cares if she says your husband's cheating? Just call her out on it. But then she brought up the fact that she said, and Jackie clapped back saying, well, I saw your daughter doing cocaine in the bathroom. And I was like, wait a minute. Didn't they do that on another housewife show called Beverly Hills when they said Lisa Rinna was doing coke in the bathroom? Like, that's a really ongoing gag in these housewives.
Right. Cut to, they're all doing cocaine in the bathroom, probably.
Probably in the bathroom, in the bedroom, in the green room, off camera, in the car.
Yeah.
That's how
like
they
this.
feel fit. Yeah.
Like this.
Because you ever notice they're always eating? At every episode, they're always eating. They're at a restaurant, they're cooking, and they're never fat. So they have to be doing coke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shade.
Diet, yes, queen.
Yeah, I don't actually watch The Real Housewives. I can't.
I live for it.
I know people love it.
It's so petty. It's just because you know why? It makes you feel good about yourself.
Oh, then maybe I should watch it.
Because they're so petty. And you're like, what are you doing? And it's hilarious. And then you go, how come I can't sit in a confessional all glammed out and wake up and be all glammed out on camera? I want to be a housewife.
Do you think it's real or do you think it's like scripted?
Oh, it's scripted.
Oh.
It's so scripted. Because it's so petty. Like the producer, and sometimes they don't know, like the producers will tell them, hey, so-and-so said this about your husband, or so-and-so did this about you behind your back. But the other person doesn't know, then they start talking shit, and that's how the shit flies. So they get they can get the organic reaction out of the girls, and that's how they do it. So the producers know what direction they want to go, but the girls don't. So they get caught in this crazy petty hellfire. and I live for it. Hello.
Oh, talk about
Oh,
shade.
I
Oh,
live. I live.
oh,
But that's how it works.
got it.
I want to do my own housewife show, like the real broke bitches of New York, and just be
Oh,
like,
I was just gonna say, can we do one where we're not housewives?
right? Just some
Yeah.
fucking struggling bitches doing stand up and nobody cares. Yeah.
Yeah, if you've made more than $1,000 in comedy in the last 5 years, you
You're
can't be
too
on the
rich.
show. Yeah. uh,
But it's
yeah.
but I had a show written like that, like the real like kind of like a Real Housewives of New York, but it was like a couple comics and like one was working, one's not really working, and like struggling girls that are like living in apartments with roommates and or
Ooh.
living in the outer boroughs have to come to the city to do stuff. I had that idea years ago. I even like back before Lonnie Love really blew up. I called her about it. I said, "Would you be interested if we could pitch this?" And she's like, "Dude, I have a fucking contract with E," which she did at the time. So she goes, "I can't do anything else." I go, because I could have used your name to sell this, and she would have been awesome. Because she would have been the working one. I would have been, me and then like a couple other
Oh.
comics. So, but that never went anywhere. But we should still do it.
Yeah, we should still do it. We can get
Why fucking not?
somebody.
Why fucking not? Because these
What?
housewives got to go. So the fact
Yeah.
that, but the whole thing is too, it's like bringing kids into it. Like that's like the taboo, telling her that her daughter was doing coke. And then the kids, then the rumors start and then the tabloids start going. That's a
Ooh.
tough one. You don't do that about kids. You could talk about husbands all you want, but fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So everybody's on top of Jackie's ass trying to make her apologize to Teresa because Teresa's the queen of New Jersey. She's like the oldest cast member, so she's like the queen.
Right. There's got to be a line. There's got to be a line.
Yeah, and it's the one you do this.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Real Housewives franchises, they're bringing back Miami. Did you hear about this?
No.
It's terrible. So everyone and their mother is literally auditioning for the Real Housewives of Miami. I think we should too. We should just be Miami Housewives. But we're not plastic enough to do it. You know what I mean? We'd have to get boob jobs, butt implants, and
Oh.
let's get that low. It's gonna do like this, because that's Miami. Ugh.
I mean, I'll do more sit-ups, but I'm not going to get
Sure.
plastic surgery.
Right?
I probably won't even do the sit-ups.
But like all these people are auditioning, and the one up with maybe the reason why I brought this up too is because it made me laugh so hard because Orion Seavey, the ex-wife of Phil Collins from Genesis, they
Ooh.
went through a really bitter divorce. They lived in Miami, and it was horror. Like this bitch is crazy,
Oh.
and she's auditioning. Like she might be on the show.
Oh.
And I'm like, I need to be a bitter divorce with a washed-up rock star so I can get on a TV show too.
What? I mean, do these people not have enough to do with their time?
No,
Like, I
no,
don't
they're bored.
I
They're
don't
fucking
see
bored.
what the appeal is. I just find it so strange. I would
Because
not.
it's fame, it's attention, it's money. You use it to launch whatever you're trying to work on. Like the queen of Housewives franchise, Bethany Frankel, she took
Yeah.
nothing
Oh.
and made a $1 billion empire.
Okay,
So
so
that's why she does it. And this bitch is sending aid to Texas now. First she bailed out. Sorry, I'm allergic to fucking whores. That was so improv. Like that was improv. Yeah.
I'm the crowd. It was like I'm the crowd.
I'm so quick. Yeah. So but Bethany Frankel has been sending aid to Texas since the snowstorm because Ted Cruz was in Mexico with Rose McGowan.
Oh my God. I thought you said she's been sending Aiden to Texas. And I don't know the franchise at all. So I thought it was her kid. And I was like, why is she sending him to Texas?
Well, she could be sending Aiden to ship the stuff.
I was like, I'm losing the thread.
No, she when Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
and nobody was doing anything. Trump threw some paper towels at him and said, "Clean it up."
Oh.
And then you're Puerto Rican, you know how to be a maid. Here's a paper towel.
Oh,
Well, Bethany got her whole fucking. She has a private plane. She chartered a plane, put all these supplies and flies back and forth to Puerto Rico. Then she went out to Puerto Rico in the rural parts. I
Yeah.
mean, it was like $100 cash card, like, Visa, prepaid cards. You
Yeah.
know, they need money, and it's the easiest way to do that. And, $100 out there is like $1,000 out here. So she went out there to the rural parts and gave them like $100 gift
Aw.
cards. She sent food and supplies, and she still does to
Aw.
Puerto Rico. She's still doing it. Now she's sending aid to Texas. So why is Bethany not the head of, whatever that department is that handles aid?
Oh my God. We're such fucking idiots. I don't know what it's called either. I was like, I'm gonna wait until you figure it out and then pretend like I knew what you were talking about. Yeah.
We have vaginas. We're not smart. Okay.
Also, it's called I'm a comedian. Okay. I don't have to know about how the fucking countries run.
Yeah, we're
God.
right. We just have to tell funny jokes.
Yeah, and even that I don't have to do sometimes if I'm sad.
Yeah. And even then I question myself. But she's like the ultimate fucking housewife. So she's like the queen. Like she is like at the top of the
Foreign
pyramid.
aid? The head of foreign aid? Is that a thing?
Does that be domestic? I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Let's do it. I like it. Domestic
Yeah.
and foreign aid. Let's just
I nominate Bethany Frankel for head of foreign and domestic aid.
Yeah. Come on, Biden, anoint her, please. Thank you.
Yes, anoint Bethany Frankel.
See, but she's a smart billionaire. She does all this charity work, and then she doesn't have to pay taxes.
Oh.
But she's but she's doing the right thing. She's not like scamming the system like some people we know, Trump.
It's
know what I
also
mean?
very kind. I mean, if
But
you're gonna have all that money, you can't fucking take it with you.
And
Why
also,
not help?
And she's not out there promoting. Look at me, showboating. She's just doing it, and people are finding out about it. Like she's just like hitting the ground, and she's just focusing, and she's doing it.
Oh, it's giving me goosebumps. I had
know.
no idea.
I didn't know she was that amazing until she did that in Puerto Rico, and I went, oh. And it wasn't even about her. Like she shut down and said, "We just shut up. We got to do this." And she left the show for a little bit so she could do this. Like she didn't even care. She's amazing.
Aww.
I know, whore. I want to hate her and I can't. Anyway, but speaking of bitches you can hate that are pieces of shit.
Oh.
Kim Kardashian. Woohoo! She finally files for divorce from Kanye.
Ooh. Shade.
But
Shade.
Who didn't see that coming?
Well, I'm sorry that didn't work out for them.
Well, he's mentally ill and she's, an opportunist. She's a queen of building shit. She's the Seinfeld of empires. Like a whole empire built out of nothing. You know what I mean? Like she's the Seinfeld.
She is very charming though. I mean, like, and funny and like,
Oh yeah, but she worked it.
Yeah.
I don't hate her. I just like to make fun of her.
Right. And so, what do you think was the final straw? Because he's done some really crazy shit. So I would love to know what finally made her be like, okay, this is too much.
Okay, and then that's it.
Yeah. Okay. One more thing, and then
that's it. Yeah. It was him running for president on the birthday party ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think she put that in the divorce, whatever it's called, like I filed for divorce because he tried to run for president.
On the birthday party ticket.
On the birthday party ticket.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. That would be hilarious because, right, like, it says here in the trades that Kanye's mental health issues won't affect the child custody in Kim K's divorce. So they're filing for joint custody. So I'm sure, she totally trusts him with the kids, just not with anything else in life.
I mean, to me, that is upsetting to hear.
Yeah. 4 kids, north, south, east, and west. Hey.
I didn't know they had 4 kids. When did they have the other 2? I missed.
They had them shipped in, they were put together in the plant. Yeah. No,
On
she had 4 babies.
Amazon,
Yeah.
on Prime.
Yeah.
She got them delivered on Prime.
Yeah. If you deliver in the next 3 hours, get delivery by tomorrow. But
Oh.
I do love her beauty line though. I love her makeup line. Kylie's is like for a 5th grader because Kylie is a 5th grader.
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing her under eye concealer, the KKW under eye, which is beautiful. I am wearing Charlotte Tilbury foundation, eyeshadow Natasha Denona, lips Natasha Denona. Denona. She's the best makeup artist.
Do not fuck with my makeup. Oh, do not fuck with
Natasha
my makeup.
Denona. She Denona what she doing, girl. She Denona
all
that shit.
She don't know.
She done known her shit, honey. Well, now, because all the the Kardashians have their own makeup lines. Now the old bag, the dad, Kris Jenner, is set to launch her own beauty brand.
Okay.
What is it, oil of Olay or plastic surgery? Sweetie. Like she's gonna launch her own beauty line. It's Kris Jenner skincare as well as Kris Jenner beauty.
If they ever do some other Back to the Future thing, when Reagan's a president and he was like the actor, I mean, they would have to say something about Kris Jenner being a woman with her own makeup line, and then the character would be like the guy who won the Olympics.
Oh, that's Bruce Jenner, not Kris Jenner.
Oh, his name is Caitlyn. Oh, I'm sorry. You stayed with that whole story. You were like, where is she fucking going with this?
Oh, it's like I knew where you were going, and I just wanted you to go there. That's all I cared about, was that you were going to pay it off with this. Kris Jenner. So Kris Jenner won an Olympic gold medal.
She did.
That's Caitlyn, sweetie.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Same thing. You never see them both in the same room at the same time. Winky dink. But I can't handle it. I'm dying. Now this old bag's doing well, maybe it'll be good.
Fuck it.
All right.
I don't know.
Right, because she doesn't have enough money as it is. All right, good for you. But the other ones, because they all have like thousands of brands of shit they own. So now Kendall's getting in the business end of it. Kendall Jenner, the youngest, and she's launching her brand of tequila called 818.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's the area code for the valley.
Oh, okay.
Like because they live in Calabasas. And I don't know if they're quite 805 or if they're still 818. So it depends on where they live in the valley. Because farther north is 805. And then, but I think they live in the 818, and she probably does. But she's been developing it for nearly 4 years. Bitch, you are 12. What are you with your little fucking, Fisher Price chemistry set, putting together alcohol that you stole out of your mom's liquor cabinet? Seriously? I can't. I think
I'm jealous. Like I want to sell some stuff. What do you think?
I'm so jealous.
Jealous. I would sell bone broth. That's what I would sell.
What would I sell?
I would start with bone broth.
I would sell barbells.
Yeah, I could totally. Christy Miller.
Yeah.
What says Christy? What says Miller?
Lift this. If you can't lift this, you're a pussy.
Ooh, I love that. Okay,
right. That's my slogan.
I want to sell something else. Hats. I want to sell cute hats.
You should sell hats for when you have cancer, so that's cute and they have the hair coming out.
Oh no.
Padded bras for.
I'm trying to move away from the whole cancer identification thing.
Oh,
to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else are you into? Teaching old ladies ballet? You like that?
I would tell my mother you called her an old lady. She'll laugh. She has a great sense of humor.
At least your mom remembers who you are.
Oh my God. She doesn't remember who you are?
Barely.
Oh,
I know.
sorry.
That's okay. I call her D. Short for dementia. Oh.
She got that. She got that big D. Oh.
And not the good D either, honey.
She got the bad D.
That's all right. I fuck with her all the time. It's funny because then she forgets.
Oh, you fuck with her all the time and she forgets? Do you ask her to borrow a lot of money?
All the time.
Yeah.
But the worst part is she forgets to send it. So it's like it's a domino effect. So,
need to get her on Venmo so she can just send it right away.
I know. And but speaking of other whores in New York, Sex and the City reboot will not feature Mr. Big. He is not going to be in it. Neither is Kim Cattrall or Mr. Big. So who's left? The prissy one, the lesbo, and Sarah, the mess. Are they gonna be like, what are they gonna film? Like, there's nobody left.
Do you think that I could play Kim Cattrall's role? Who do you think I should?
I'll be Mr. Big. I'll be Mr. Big.
modern day. Okay, I'm gonna message.
We're not gonna genderfy anything, okay? Because gender knows no place. So I'm gonna play Mr. Big. I don't want to be discriminated against.
I identify as Kim Cattrall. That's what's happening.
I identify as Mr. Big.
I am gonna send Sarah Jessica Parker a message on Instagram. Do you think she'll read it?
That'll be the first thing she looks at.
First, I'm gonna follow her, and then I'm gonna message her.
You remember the old days when you said you're gonna follow somebody? It was like stalking in person. Now it's just social media, and you get offended if you're not followed. Like, how creepy is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, turn. Mr. Big won't be in there. He'll be Mr. Invisible.
Bye, baby. Bye.
But last but not least, what the fuck? This is just kind of sums up all the shit we were talking about earlier. Like, just people getting uproars over the dumbest bullshit. Cadbury, the chocolate company, Cadbury is under fire for same-sex kiss in the new cream egg commercial.
It's a great commercial.
The commercial's hilarious.
Although I got a little nervous because it said trying to sell sex to kids. So I thought it was two kids kissing. And then I watched it and I was like, what the hell? There's no kids even in this commercial. Kids don't
eat Cadbury eggs. That's for adults. When I was a kid, I thought it was the nastiest thing on the planet. Like, if my mom put a Cadbury egg in my Easter basket, I wanted to murder her. I'm like, are you punishing me? What is this shit in the middle? It's gross. I want the peanut butter cups, you know what I mean? And jelly beans and Peeps. Like, that's an adult Easter. So shut up. I can't.
I love the commercial. It's so fucking
funny. Commercial's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's really well done, and it's not even about. It's the people. If you know what, I'm gonna cut to the commercial right now so everybody can watch it and then make their own judgment. So here's the commercial right here.
It's the Cream Egg Golden Jubilee. Time to celebrate 5 delicious decades. Knickers, let loose. Bakers, bring it. Experts, you have got this. Dippers, flex that index. Discreeters, come out of your shell. Sharers, yeah, we are down with that. Calling all exhibitionists. Let the entertainment begin.
Nice.
And it's not even about them kissing. It just happens to be two people that shared they made it sound like the whole thing was two gay guys banging it out porn style.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. People are just worry about yourselves. Do
Right.
you? Don't worry about it. If anything, don't worry about what if it's not directly affecting you or
I
hurting
mean,
you, and they're
it's
not
a
hurting anybody. Shut
right.
the fuck up.
Right. It's a commercial for adults anyway. It's not for
Yeah,
kids.
kids
Yeah.
don't eat Cadbury eggs. It looks like jizz on the inside. Then the little yellow part, I'm like, ew, it's moldy. Mom.
Yeah, it is a creepy
it's
dessert.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
fucking abortion.
Ooh, okay. That is yeah. I guess it's like a chocolate
Right?
egg abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eating a fetus. Take that, Mr. Pence. And I'm going to Unplanned Parenthood, and I'm going to eat it there.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
Ah, God. I love you so much.
I love you so much. I'm so happy to see you.
Will you come back on the show soon?
Yes, anytime.
Yes. I just want to thank you for being here, and I want you to tell the kids all your social media where they can follow you, your upcoming shows, your websites, all that. Go.
Okay, I'm at Lane Shauna on Instagram, LaneShauna on Instagram. I have a website, shaunalane.com. And
Porn.
oh my God, I wish. I'm so old and tired now. It's not even like I won't do porn because I think it's offensive. I'm just too fucking tired to bother with the whole thing. That's about, and I'm the Shauna Lane on Twitter. Yeah. I put up funny videos and stuff on Instagram, and the show this Friday night at 8 for cancer research on Zoom, Funny Bish Fest. It's a post V-Day show for moms, but anybody who'd like to come. And yeah, I'm in a movie called Creed Moria on Netflix if you want to see me in something. And I think that's it.
Yay!
Yay!
I just want to thank Shauna. Thank you so much for being here, Mama. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for always being here. And I love you to pieces. And if you guys, this has been our show, Christy Unleashed. I am your host, Christy Miller. I am here every week with a special guest every week, and it's just amazing. And I forget who's on next week, so I will look right now because I have no idea. A very funny girl.
Bitchy Slambora, right?
Yeah,
that was your roller derby name?
Yes. You can find me at Christy Miller Comedy on Instagram, at Bitchy Slambora on Twitter.
Oh.
And you could go to my YouTube channel and see all the past episodes and my other podcast at Christy Miller Comedy on YouTube. And that's it. We're here every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on Governor's Radio. We love you so much, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Deuces.
Bye.